I love freestyling in Pennsylvania, man. I swear it's the best.
It's just,
It is
there's so
the
much old
best.
stuff.
Pennsylvania is a backroads treasure trove. This is my favorite state and always has been to freestyle.
This is a cool town.
That's got to be what he's talking about right there.
Yep, it's got the porch. It's got a lot of knickknacks on the front. Please go away. I don't like that sign.
Please go away. Well, hey, man, we can say Bruce sent us over here.
Yeah.
When you're freestyling, you never know what you're gonna come across on somebody's property.
I'm getting a fresh flyer.
Get the fresh.
Super fresh.
Hopefully we're gonna have a handshake and not a shotgun in our face.
What did Bruce say their names were?
He didn't.
Hey, hey! How you doing?
Hello.
You know a guy named Bruce over here?
Yes.
Right
I
down
do.
the hill on the other side? Hey, I'm Mike. This is Frank.
How you doing?
Hello, Mike and Frank.
We stopped by Bruce's because we're looking for old advertising, any kind of old antiques. I mean, we have a list of stuff down here that we'd like to show you. He said you have the market nailed around here on antiques.
Well,
Why don't we come down and look at your list?
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah,
Be
we'd
right
appreciate it.
down.
There's got to be a reason that guy sent us up here. I mean, look at the stuff here. Look at the
say.
front of that door. I mean, we pulled to this place. It's got a huge door on it. You can tell it's custom made. It's old. It looks like it's made in Transylvania or something, you know, but it's a really killer piece. And if that's what's outside, who knows what they got inside.
So Bruce said that you guys been collecting for a while.
Yes.
long time. I collected her, for example.
How long you guys been together?
We've been
18.
together 18 years.
Life is all about timing, and Jay and Andor have actually talked about downsizing, getting rid of a few things, which is perfect for Frank and I.
There are lots and lots and lots of things here.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
So yeah, you guys do have a lot of stuff in here.
Packed in here. It's packed. This is just the kind of place we want to be. There's smalls, there's all kinds of stuff. Is the bus something you would sell?
Yes, I would.
What are you thinking on that?
I really have to think, and I don't want anybody to break my heart by saying a very little bit.
Okay. Would you mind if I got
I
up there?
don't mind at all. I
Okay.
want people to crawl. I want people to get down on their stomachs. I want people to reach up on ladders.
It's missing the back door.
Probably.
You know, it's been scrunched up a little bit
yeah,
here.
well,
You know, this thing looks like it's out of the 50s. It's got a little futuristic look to it, you know? It's a big piece. It's a wine and net.
it's not a toy. It's a work of art. It's a spiritual piece. That truck is bound for badness. That is an evil.
Truck is bound for badness?
Yes, it really is. The evil implicit in it.
So do you think that since you bought it in New Orleans that that's the
Oh,
it's spiritual
absolutely
because
not.
of the place?
No, I bought a bunch of stuff in that place. It was like a Susie cream cheese place, and there was this evil thing.
What's Susie cream cheese?
Well, is that right in there? I have some nice little toys here, you know, that kind of thing. And then there was that thing, you know, balefully in the corner looking at it.
On at you, boy. It was just staring at you, sinister eyes.
That's an art object. First of all, the aerodynamic shape that gives it motion, but the colors and the patina, and it just seemed like a bus that was bound for nowhere good.
You know, I've never really had anybody describe a vehicle, like especially a bus, as being evil, but Jay sees it a little bit different than I do. You know, I see it as a vintage toy. She sees it as an evil art sculpture. How about $350?
Yes.
You
Damn,
didn't,
Frank.
you didn't break her heart. Isn't
Okay.
that nice?
I don't mind paying up for this one, because these buses are rare, and ones with evil spirits are even rarer.
Whoa. That's great. Wow.
As we walk up the staircase and through the halls, it's like a scrapbook snapshot of their lives.
This is your Martin Luther King painting?
Yes, I did it
Gandhi?
for Clarion University.
As you're walking through the halls, you can't help but notice all the famous people in these photographs.
Look at JFK, man. That's a great
Yeah,
shot.
isn't that great? Did
man.
you see the proof sheets of it?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Jay explains to us that her ex-husband was a famous photographer named Robert Adelman.
He was taking the cover picture for Life.
That was for the cover of Life?
Yeah, after Kennedy was elected.
Tell me about these pieces, the Warhol ones.
They're all for sale.
They're all for
I just
sale.
have to find out what they're worth.
The value of them.
Yeah.
And who shot these?
They're all Robert Adelman.
Your ex-husband shot all of
Yes,
these.
he did and gave them to me. He knew Andy Warhol long before he knew me. And he would go to the factory. Andy would just let him roam around there. I mean, he has pictures from that factory that were absolutely unbelievable. I mean, what went on in that factory?
Can I snap some photographs of these Warhols?
Of course you know.
So what I want to do is send those to Danielle, let her know who the photographer was, give her the backstory, and let her do the research. Danny, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I got like one bar. Okay, so did you get the photographs?
Yeah, they're super cool.
Did you find any information on them?
I made a few calls to some galleries, so I was able to collect a little bit of information for you.
Okay, so you see the measurements that are written on
Some of the prints.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see it, yeah.
Okay, so that tells me that the photos were printed around the same time that they were actually developing the negatives.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
the
I see
size.
them, yes.
So these would be
Some of the first original prints.
Yes, he did those after he had been to a party at the factory.
Oh, he would actually go to parties at
Oh,
the factory.
Adelman went to parties at the factory and told me great tales of what went on.
I
yeah.
bet.
And there's a
stamp on the back of the photo, which proves
that this is the work of Robert Adelman.
it gives the whole thing provenance.
Okay. All right, Danny, what else did you learn?
These particular shots, they weren't really widely seen.
That's correct.
I mean, they were in a couple exhibitions here and there, but
They weren't ever published to a magazine or anything like that.
that. So, I mean, they're pretty special. Okay, with
All that information, I think I have a clear idea of
their value.
Okay.
So for all of the pictures, except the one in the supermarket,
Yes, at Christini's.
It's somewhere in the range
of like 55 to 6,500
55 to 6,500 each?
each.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're just like, wow.
Okay, so the one with Andy Warhol in the shopping cart,
that's like $7,500.
Wow.
Even though it's smaller.
that one's just gonna command a higher price because,
I mean, if you look at it, the subject matter alone, like he's got Brillo pads and Campbell's soup cans in the
shopping cart, that's so iconic.
Okay.
All right, hey, we very much appreciate you getting back with us so soon.
All right.
Thanks, Danielle.
Yeah, anytime, anytime. All right, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you later. Bye.
All right. So now that we know the retail price, what we have to determine is what she'll sell them for. I would take a chance on one possibly, just because.
Okay, well, this is one I think, see, this is one I personally dislike. I personally
Because of the
dislike
girl?
it because the lovely young woman is dead, Edie Sedgwick.
So you're saying this is a photograph that you would sell individually away from this collection
Yes.
because of the subject matter and
Yes,
you just don't
the
care for it?
subject matter makes me
Sure.
sad, and I don't like having in my home a picture of a beautiful young girl who died tragically.
How about 4,000 bucks for this one then? I take a
Hmm.
chance on that because then at the end of the day, if I have to go to a gallery and pay a fee, or if I have to go to an auction to pay a fee, and I get
Yes, I understand,
55
yeah,
out of it,
yeah.
then when I go to sell this Warhol photo, I'm gonna be a little out of my element. I mean, it's not like I can just take this thing and stick it in the window at the shop.
I'd say 5 because I think you're going to get a lot of money because this is sensational.
Why don't we do this?
Yeah.
How long were you married to this gentleman?
3 years.
Okay, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll pay you the $5,000 if you just write me up a letter. Just basically saying,
Oh, I'll
hey,
be happy to.
this
Yes,
was
a
given to
gift
me
from
as a
Robert
gift from my
Adelman.
husband,
I will
Robert
be
Adelman.
happy to do that.
You want to do that?
Yes, I'd be perfectly
Okay, then
happy
we'll
to
do it.
do that. Yeah.
Great.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I want a letter from her just to cement that in writing, documentation, so we have that to go with the photograph when we sell it.
Later, Sneezy.
Oh, I'll tell you, this has been so much fun.
Mega.
We invited them in. They knew their business. They knew what they wanted. They are fair people, knowledgeable people,
And
good
fun.
mannerism.
Thank you.
Thank you ever so much. For
Oh,
this.
thank you.
She didn't want to let go.
I always said I want to
You
get
guys are
my
gorgeous.
hands on that
Thank you.
little
Got
one.
it. I was like, nice to meet you,
It
partner.
was so nice. I
fun.
really, really
Nice meeting you
enjoyed
today.
it. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
All right.
Whoa, I got
We'll
you.
be back around. Andor and Jay are probably one of the most interesting couples we've ever picked. Certainly the most eccentric.
See you guys.
Bye. Bye.